Smooth intro too.
And we're back.
Hey, Houston, you said we were going to talk about how to be the worst friend ever this week.
Just awful. Worst person you can imagine.
Oh, I'm ready for it. Welcome back to your home of nothing in particular.
No Niche Podcast.
Yes, the No Niche Podcast. My name's Gus.
I'm Houston.
And sit on down and waste a little bit of time with us as we talk about nothing in particular.
But we do have a topic this week, so
Yeah.
it's going to be kind of...
Well, it's nothing week to week.
Right.
That's
true. If you were like listening
Do
to
you-
a segment you like cut the episodes into 1 minute segments and you play them back to back, like one from each episode.
You did read the memos last night, right? I emailed them to you.
Email, yeah, for sure, yeah. So since I did read it, yeah. So
Okay, good.
Let's
Good,
just
good,
have
good.
you kind of start us off.
That was very serious information, and I would really hate if you missed it.
Of course. So then you want to kind of recap for the audience who didn't get the memo as well?
I don't think that knowledge is pertinent.
Oh,
to
so
them.
it's like more of a private thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you read it.
No, yeah, no, I
So-
totally agree with you, honestly. So it'd be a bad idea for us to release that information. So you guys unfortunately don't get to hear it, so I'm not going to mention it or even like allude to what it was about. So
Good.
so I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist. Therefore, I don't have to pretend that I don't know what it is,
Good.
or that I
good.
do know what it is.
Exactly. So, we were going to talk about how to be a bad friend.
Yeah. So we're going to get the obvious stuff out of the way first, because it's just, if we don't say it, some people are going to have they're going to be like, why didn't you mention this? But we're just going to
Houston,
say it quick
What,
now.
what's the worst quality that someone could have as your friend, but like you'd still be their friend? That it just like would irk you.
Like I would, whenever I'm with them, I'm just like, oh man.
I really wish they didn't do that.
Probably if we were at a shooting range and they shot me in the eye.
You would if they did that multiple times.
Well, I didn't know it was multiple times. I thought it was like a one-time thing.
No, this is like every time you're around them.
Okay.
You're just like, man, I really wish that.
I think if
didn't
they
have-"
repeated everything I said to them and then laughed really hard afterwards.
But you would still be their friend.
No, I don't think so.
No, this has to be something
Um,
that like you would still be their friend.
Do you
but,
have
like,
one?
Yeah, like friends that like are quick to anger. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
It's like you're still friends with them because like 80 to 85% of the time they're like perfectly normal and fine, but then like they get too angry at the waitress.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, dude,
What's your problem, man?
it's not a big deal.
You're not being cool.
Yeah.
I think that the thing that annoys me most in people is when they'll tell me about their day in extremely excruciating detail, and I like to hear about people's days. I am a good listener, but then I'll try and say something, and they'll be like, "Okay," it's like, "Oh, okay, well, all right." I guess I'm not as important as you. Then that's interesting. But
back to my story. Actually,
yeah,
Yeah.
let's go back. Come on, enough Houston talk. I agree with you here.
That is actually so true though. People that are like just absolutely will steamroll you. This audio does not sound good.
It sounds okay. I think mine is pretty bad.
Yours is good.
Is it?
Yeah, yours is perfectly fine.
I think you maybe just need to get closer.
No, I don't think that that's
This is
it's
ASMR, but it's better. I think.
it's better, but I also feel like I'm whispering sweet nothing into your ear.
What's wrong with that, pal?
I don't think that is particularly what our audience wanted.
Could be a bit of a practical joke on your part, though. That you're talking like that the whole episode.
It does irk me whenever my friends whisper sweet nothings into my ears.
I am always very annoyed when they come up to me and they go, Houston, how's your day been?
You know, I think it only works if one of us does it and the other is talking very normally.
That's what I was thinking too, actually. Yeah. So let's talk about what else someone can do to be annoying to you.
Well, it's unfortunate to me whenever people get haircuts without consulting me.
It's honestly, so it's like you were going to do this the whole time and you didn't even tell me about it beforehand. You could have at least consulted me on like how long it should be, because like I may have actually needed you to have that long of hair for some reason, and now you're just gonna change it, and I'm not gonna have any warning at all. Like even if you could have just told me you were gonna do it before, I would have at least known, you know.
And also, it's really awkward whenever I don't recognize them.
For sure. So I was actually agreeing with you on that last thing too. Gus is cowering with his hands over his ears.
I'm scared.
Yeah. So I was also gonna say that it is interesting because I will have sometimes people will like wear a different hat. Or yeah, like last week someone I knew wore a hat, and I'm not used to them having a hat on, so I genuinely like 4 times throughout the day we just forgot who they were and didn't recognize them at all. It was crazy. I think I'm very bad at recognizing people, just in general, which is weird because I'm actually quite good at it. You just have to be exactly the same as you were last time.
And it's a thing where, like, you're not considering me whenever you change your look. And that's mean.
Yeah. You should be thinking about how I would feel about everything you do.
Exactly. I think that our current, like, ideas on image and body image is too isocentric. You should care more about what other people think.
Yes, I agree. And audience, this was a prank. We got you. You thought we believed all that? No, no, no. That was all a joke.
Aside from the anger thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's true. That's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah. And the other one.
And the other one.
of
And a
Steve
little
Irwin.
bit of the body fat, body standards thing. But, like, that's, what's wrong? Something the matter? More pranks. Get owned, idiots. I'm unstoppable. I can't be stopped. That's what they say about me.
Audience, I want you to know that I deeply love you and care about you because I will try to keep my volume consistent.
Me too.
And I know that Houston will not.
Look, if I think look, loud equals funny. This is what I've heard on the internet. And I would like to be funny.
That's true.
That's very true.
How could you be funny without getting louder?
I don't know. I've never learned.
What else do you hate about your friends?
Their stupid faces. Sometimes. Like sometimes they're okay. I mean, like it just depends on the day, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's...
Oh, they always walk slower than me. This is an actual thing.
No,
I
I
walk
agree.
very quickly because I am tall
We have very long legs.
and we have long legs. And this is not something that anyone can control, obviously. But like sometimes I'll be walking with a group of people and I'll just be in front of them the entire time, and I'll like slow down on purpose, and then they will slow down because they don't have to catch up with me anymore. So then we're just walking all really slowly.
Yeah. And, like, I know what y'all are thinking, audience. Isn't Houston, like, 4 inches taller than you? What do you mean you both have long legs? But if you look at me, I am, and this is true, 65% leg.
Also, he has no neck at all. There's not a neck there. And audience, that was a practical joke. Gus has a neck. You guys look so dumb right now, honestly. It's crazy that you keep believing things I say. Embarrassing, to be honest.
We're in our Mr. Beast era.
Are we? Is that the case?
I'm scared that we are hurtling towards it.
This is our uplifting episode. What is Mr. Beast if not an uplifting man with just amazing everything about him, honestly. Did you see the video where he like gave people money for free?
Isn't that, like,
How does
a
he do
lot
it?
of them?
Isn't he just the best guy? A
No.
regular guy wouldn't do that, as far as I'm aware. Charity.
Uh,
He's basically a charity. I want to donate my money to Mr. Beast, if that's possible. Do you think it is? Where can I do that? Feastables. Wait, Feastables. I need to buy a lot of those.
Aren't those moldy?
I think they're very bad for you in some way. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
they're like 90% sugar, but like they probably were moldy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they made them with.
Because they were like, this is real cheese, and that was a big thing for them. But it being real cheese caused it to, like, mold.
There's a good reason that like snack foods that are supposed to be good for months don't use super real ingredients like cheese or meat. Like if you're gonna have a meat snack, it's gonna be dried somehow. And there's a reason for that, because otherwise it gets bad quickly. Also, there's no like fruit and vegetable snacks unless they're dried. Also, Gus is eating ice, which you're not supposed to do, by the way. It breaks your teeth or something. But only if your teeth are weaker than ice. So if that ever happens to you, just know that you are literally less good than water. Cold water. And that's your fault. It wouldn't happen to me personally. I've eaten a lot of ice in my life, and Gus is eating it right now, and I don't think he has any broken teeth. He's shaking his head, no broken teeth. So
It's all good over here.
yeah. So if you've ever hurt yourself eating ice or with any other object, that object has bested you, and you must get your revenge, but you must best all of it, because it's like a one time you get bested, you're the only one of you. You are the 100% of the population. You must defeat 100% of the population of whatever defeated you to get back. So, how do you feel about global warming? Big fan?
No.
That's probably because you've never been bested by ice. Audience.
Is this your ploy? Did you invent global warming because you once broke
I've
your
never
teeth?
broken my teeth on ice, so I don't like what implications you're setting up here.
I see. I
Don't get all
think
Freud on me here. This is our funny episode.
you're the one that brought global warming into this.
Well, that's only because I wanted to show the audience how they should feel about what things, you know. Like if you've been bested by ice, it's hypocritical for you to be anti-global warming, because you want to be saving that which defeated you.
You know what?
Revenge is the best served dish. That's what I've heard.
You know what also gets on my nerves that people do?
No, I don't.
Whenever they make stupid settings on community systems.
Yeah, or delete settings people have made on community systems.
It just really irks me whenever people do that.
So
and
self-centered.
hypothetically cause me to need to whisper into a microphone.
And me to sound so crunchy, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's just that I can't hear me very well because I'm talking also. It's a bit of an issue with recording audio.
Well, you see, I can hear myself perfectly because I don't think I would be able to hear myself outside of the... I am actually whispering.
He is talking extremely quietly, but he also is. He can't hear me right now, I don't think. He's
No,
not reacting.
I can hear you.
Oh.
I
What
can.
am I gonna say?
We need to actually talk about like something.
We have a short episode for you this time. We have 30 minutes left. So
That's true. And for that 30 minutes, we're going to talk about our sponsor.
our sponsor today is, of course, cars. We love cars.
Specifically, my car.
Specifically his car, apparently. We're talking about Mustang Rouge. Not Mustang.
You,
Rouge.
yeah, you had the name right. The pronunciation was butchered, though.
Yes, because I was going to say Rouge, but that's not right.
Yeah, Roush.
Roush, which is, of course, the coolest car. It's a red sedan again, apparently. This sedan has everything you want in a car. It's got gas mileage. How much? Don't want to tell you. It's got 4 wheels. It's got a big engine. Big engine. And that's exactly what you want in a vehicle. And for the low price of free, apparently, you can get this. What?
Whoa.
Are you not selling? We bought it for free, right? So why not sell it for free? It's like a 1 million infinity % upcharge.
No.
Okay, for the low price of $10,000, you can get this car.
Whoa.
That's so much more. What are you talking about? This man gets a car for free, and he's being picky about how much he sells it for. Okay, fine.
Wait.
What?
Houston.
Hmm?
Actually guess. I'm going to tell you a lot of specs about the car in the parking lot right
The sponsor of this video. Yeah.
now. And I just want you to guess what the market value of it is.
Okay.
It is a 2007
Old.
Roush Stage 2 Mustang.
2.
That means that it has a supercharger in it on a V8. I think it's a 5.4 liter, which amounts to about 400 horsepower. Its 0 to 60 is I forget what it was exactly. For some reason, I'm feeling around 5 seconds.
You haven't tested this?
I have tested it, but I didn't time it.
Mm.
5 speed.
You should have been looking at your watch while you were testing it.
5 speed.
Manual?
It weighs almost nothing. It's red and black. And it has currently 29,000 miles on it.
29, that's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna say it is a manual, which is embarrassing because like you have to move your arms. It's only a stage 2. I can count so much higher than that. But I guess
there are 3 stages, and I won't tell you which one's the good one.
Only one of them's a good one. Why do they make cars with the other 2?
No, like I won't tell you which one's like the super luxury expensive one.
Okay. It's gonna be 1 or something stupid like that. Anyway, it does have a lot of horsepower, but it's very light, which means you can't really drag stuff with it. So if you're towing a camper van, it's gonna be very ineffective, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So you admit that, okay? Is it 4-wheel drive?
It is rear-wheel drive.
Not gonna be great for off-roading.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna say let's go with 50,000. Is he clapping? I think he's more. Okay. Okay, so what I didn't consider is that it's 5.4 liters.
Let me, for context,
more than I
I
can drink
am
in a day.
judging the market value off of the last one that I've seen sold, which did have slightly less miles than mine.
Okay, so yours
and
is,
it was yellow and black instead of red and
so
black.
it's like Bumblebee. That's kinda
Yes,
cool.
it was Bumblebee. And the seat cushions, the seats were white, but they're still leather.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are leather. Theirs were leather.
Okay, so yours is probably like half the price.
By slightly less miles, I mean like 7,000 less miles.
Okay, so not like a huge amount. Okay, genuine guess. I'm gonna say 200,000 down. Okay, that's weird. I don't know how much cars
You were
are.
fairly close with 50,000.
Was I?
Yes.
Okay. 80,000.
Around, yeah.
Nice.
I,
So for the low price of $8,000, Gus will give you his car.
So 80,000 if I were to touch up the paint, probably.
What's wrong with the paint? Paint's funny.
It's just missing some spots.
Mm.
But
It
and
shows character.
the decal on the front, the age is kind of fading. Other than that, yeah.
But if you retouch it, then it's not vintage. And that makes it...
I don't think people actually care about that.
What? Okay.
Also, there is no rust on it, which is the important thing.
That is a very impressive thing, especially for Michigan.
Well, it wasn't in Michigan for most of it.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's impressive to have one of those in Michigan.
Every other Mustang owner that I've talked to, I hate that this has turned into a car podcast. It will end shortly.
I'm going to pull a prank on the audience in a minute.
Every other like Mustang owner that I've seen in Michigan has gone away from it. They have traded in. They're like, those are hell machines within Michigan, and it will kill you.
Is that just because, like, potholes and stuff?
So most Mustangs are rear-wheel drive, so terrible on ice. They're super light, so terrible on ice. Mustangs already on normal roads are known for bad handling, so bad on ice. Super high horsepower to weight, terrible on ice.
Seems like everyone's just kind of thinking about ice and not fun.
Yeah,
Interesting.
for some reason.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
odd.
Manual is better on ice. I will tell you that. Unless you have one of those cars that has, whenever your car has like the modes.
Yeah. Like 1, 2.
Yeah. Well, what that's doing is just changing where your gear ratio thresholds are. So that's better on ice. So on manual, you could do that. And you can also do it if you have like a snow mode. But a manual is better for snow than if you don't have that snow mode.
Okay. Cool.
You know?
So I said I was going to pull a prank on the audience. I'm going to do that now. Knock, knock. Was that you saying who's there?
Yes.
Okay. So, interrupting cow. Interrupting cow. Why did you think you could finish that sentence? I was the interrupting cow. I'm literally going to interrupt you. That's my thing. You guys are stupid. That's for you guys. We got a soundboard. We're so back. I can't hear it through the headphones, but you can hear it through the audio.
You can't hear it?
No. You can? No! That's so unfair. What? Oh, I'm so sad now. You can hear all this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This one's a harp.
I can hear it very vaguely through this actual speakers on this thing.
It's very loud to our voices.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad. Okay, so this episode is about pranks. So we're gonna go back and forth and give prank ideas for you guys because it's the season. We have 6 days before April 1st. I just realized I should probably post this one pretty soon. Actually, I could post it on April 1st.
Yeah.
That's pretty
There
cool.
you go. That's
so
why I had this idea.
is it really?
Yeah.
I
no,
didn't.
it's not.
Okay, yeah. We just didn't want to talk about politics for an episode, if I'm being honest.
I just lied to you.
That's
Yeah.
a prank, is what you meant to say. Use me. Oh, was that for me? Anyway, so I'll start. Prank idea number
so
one.
Loud to our voice.
Prank idea number one. This is for you people who have
You people? What do you mean by that?
the audience.
Oh,
I'm derogatorily referring to the audience here.
that's good.
You people who have pets. So this one isn't actually for people, it's for pets. But what you want to do is you'll say, this is mostly if you have a dog, I guess. Cats, I don't know if they really can tell when you're going to get them food. But what you do, you say, food time. Yeah, who's hungry? Are you hungry? My dog. And then the dog will say, but of course. And then he'll like wag his tail or something. I don't know what dogs do. I mean, I have a dog. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't you dare press that button. And then you go out to wherever your food is for the dog, and you hold the thing over the dog food for like 5 minutes, and then you walk back, and then you put the bowl down, and then they say, where's my food? And you say, you don't get any food. And then they'll cry, which is funny. But then what you do is you go back out with the bowl, and this time it's like, well, okay, now this is real. Now we're definitely getting food today. And then you just don't get any more food. You just leave, actually. You just never come back. I didn't know we had that. That's so great. So
loud.
that's the number one prank. So, oh wait, I can just hear your headphones, I think.
Yeah.
That probably is what it is. Oh my
That's
gosh,
how
that's
loud
so
it
loud. Okay, now Gus is gonna go prank number 2.
Can I talk for a second about your dogs and the way that people treat them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you know how some people don't like whenever their dog jumps up?
Like
they
for
have
food?
something in their hand?
Yeah.
And they go like this? Well, that's bad.
Go like this.
Pulling the food out of your dog's face. Like, if you give your dog something, if you are getting bit by your dog while you're handing them a treat, that's a skill issue. Because if you just never pull it away from them, they don't feel like it's an insecure thing that they have to secure. If you just give them the treat, then then they will never bite you because they have no reason to think.
They just trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing.
Same with like kicking them.
Yeah.
Because if you never kick them, they'll never. This is what happens when you kick your dog. Just wanted to let you know. Anyway, Gus, prank 2.
All right. This one's a little bit more elaborate.
Okay.
So first, you start by taking your friend's keys while they aren't looking. All right? And then you go and you make a copy of their keys. This is pretty easy to do. You can find it at like a Home Depot typically has a key replacer, right? So now you have access to your friend's home, and that's important, right? So now, every time that they go to work, go into their house and move everything a half of an inch to the right.
Everything.
Everything.
Okay. What's what right? Like,
Stage right.
okay.
Yeah.
Depends on what room you're in. Just like from the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then go to their bed and unmake it.
This is assuming your friends make their beds, which
If
is...
they don't make their bed, then make their bed.
Oh, that's a great point, actually. That'd be crazy.
And then leave. Make sure to lock the door on your way out. You don't want anyone breaking in now. Keep on doing that for 2 months. Now, they're going to therapy. They're going to see psychiatry. They're scared, generally, right?
You keep going.
This is where you implement part 2. You get a sleeping bag. You get rations. You go and you live in their attic/crawl space. Every night at exactly 2:12 a.m., you knock. Do that for 3 months.
I think they're gonna buy a gun and kill you, but
I'm in the fucking walls. How are they gonna kill me?
they're gonna learn the time and they're gonna know where you're knocking. They're just gonna take a shotgun and shoot straight through the
move
roof.
to a different spot every time.
Right.
And if you knock on a structural support, it'll echo through the whole house, and it won't really be able to track it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
So, what do you do when they like go to a psychiatric hospital?
That's where you have the balloons, and you're like, I got you.
Nice. That's a good one. Yeah.
If you want to, or you could go further.
Yeah. You go live in the walls there. You put yourself in that hospital.
No, you
No.
spend $200,000 on plastic surgery. You embed yourself into that psychiatric hospital. Now you've got them.
Well, first,
exactly where you want 'em.
go to school for psychiatry, 8 years, master's degree.
Yeah,
Get
that
admitted.
also works.
Yeah, go get a job there, and then you have free reign, bud. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
This is one flew over the cuckoo's nest. You have whatever you want to do. You can just do it. They're not going to question your ways and morals.
Then, in like 7 to 12 years, you reveal your grand prank. And it's all hugs and beer and fun.
Be like, yeah, I mean, they're going to be excited. They're going to be like, oh, I'm not crazy. Let's go. Yes. I thought I was crazy all this time.
You're going to be so relieved that they're not crazy.
Yeah.
That they're going to forget.
It's going to be like a new birth, really. Like you have a new entire era of that person just comes to a close, and they can reinvent themselves however they want. You're giving them a new chance at life. Make sure to do this on a friend who's already kind of like depressed or suicidal. Because that way, when they realize that it was all a prank, they can be so much happier and be like, "Wow, life is worth living."
What?
Okay, prank number 3. We're gonna talk about how you do this. So this one's a little bit lower stakes.
Mine was low stakes.
Well, yeah, I mean like lower. Like mine isn't gonna, take 7 to 12 years. It's gonna be like more of a 2-year thing.
But it's not a job if you're having fun.
That's true. But sometimes people don't have long to live. Like if this is one for the 90-year-olds. Like if you're never sure if you're going to actually, be awake the next day.
I would honestly just hold this.
Yeah, that's so much better. There's really no way to make that microphone work well.
It has before.
Yeah.
Whoever else uses this.
This space. Okay, so
They're animals.
what you want to do here, similar first steps. So you're going to want to gain access to this person's house. Usually how I would do this.
We can just assume that's a given from now on.
For all of these, we're going to be gaining access to someone's house. The first one was really the only one where you're going to be doing low stake stuff. Well, I mean, it's...
Actually, you're a worse person if you do the first one.
Yeah, because that's a helpless dog. They never did anything to you.
they can't get their get back on you, to be
No.
honest.
Because you're gone forever.
Yeah, you're a bad person if you do the first one. The rest of these, we can still be friends.
Intentionally didn't tell you that the first time, so it's a prank. So if you had paused the episode and gone and done that, and then started back up the episode, get pranked, you're a bad person now. Sorry. That's how it works. All right, prank 3. So this one, you're going to want to buy a new phone, or a SIM card at least, and register it with like Google, whoever you need to have your name changed to U.S. Customs or something like that, or like I don't know, CIA, some important government organization that would realistically want to audit your friend. This works really well if your friend is an immigrant, by the way. But so what you're going to want to do, call them, say, hello, this is insert government agency name here, and we are interested in seeing your house's deed. Please fax us this thing. And you're going to have to buy a fax machine for this as well. I hope you got
That's
this far.
a given.
Yeah. For all these future ones, you're going to just assume you're going to need a fax machine and a fax line with Comcast or whoever else you can figure out. So once you have this person faxing their house deed, what you're going to want to do is go to just any real estate agency and say, hey, I have this house, it's on the market, and I want to sell as soon as possible. Please accept all offers and give out tours. There are squatters. You have to say this. There are squatters. If you see them, just shriek and shoot as loud as you can. Shoot at them, but not quite hitting them. You're going to need to go to a very specialized real estate person for this. Most of them aren't going to take you up on this offer, but it is worth trying as many as you can. Just go to each one of them and be like, hey, here's the ground rules of my house, and it's going to sell as soon as you can get it, too. So then they're going to start going to your friend's house using the key that, of course, you also made. This is a given as well. You have to make, copies of your house key of your friend. But then they're going to start going over, opening the door, walking in. Your friend's going to be there. They're just going to start shooting and shrieking. And this is going to be really funny because it's going to happen like quite often. And the thing is, if your friend calls the police, they don't want to do that because they are an immigrant. And that's historically very bad for them to do. So they have no recourse. And that's funny. And one day, their house is going to get sold, and then they're going to realize that the deed is fake that you gave them. And then they're going to be very mad at you, and that's another prank. You're pranking 2 different groups of people. And your friend gets to keep their house, and the real estate agency probably goes to federal prison, which is good because real estate agencies aren't great. What do you think about that one? Any comments or concerns?
Well, I don't like targeting immigrants.
Well, you were targeting people with suicidal thoughts. So.
No, you were doing that.
Well, you didn't disagree. So it's weird that you're making this a whole thing now that I've targeted the immigrants. I don't know who that was for, but I'm assuming it was me.
No, that was.
Hold on,
me.
this is me when immigrants are targeted. Frank.
Dang it, Houston. This microphone, this whole system has been so upsetting to me today.
We got to get up to the 4th prank, pal. You've been searching on your computer.
And final prank.
Final. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. This one we call the old switcheroo. Now.
This is an old prank. It's been around a while. If you haven't had this done to you already.
Like we've already said.
You're lucky.
Make a copy to your friend's house. You should honestly already
copy
have
your
this.
friend's house. Yeah.
No, they're key. You should honestly just have this for any of your close friends. You should have a copy of a key to their house.
And they shouldn't know that you have one either. That you can have one, but they should not be aware of this.
Yeah, even if they've given you a key to their house, you should have a second copy.
Yeah. And that one they don't know about, and they would be very annoyed at you for having.
Yeah. If they found out, which you're not going to let them find out.
You're not going to tell them that. If you
Okay.
do already have a copy of your friend's house key that they gave you, make sure to leave it at their house strategically so that they think you don't. That way,
Yes.
later when you do have one, they'll be like, "Oh, but their key is at my house."
Exactly. Say, that's too much responsibility for me. I don't feel comfortable with that. But secretly, you have a key to their house.
Yeah.
Now, this is a very simple prank. What I need you to do is slowly take their clothes out of their closet, their stuff out of their drawers, and replace it with your own stuff. Now, if they have a wife, if they have a kid, if they have a husband, I need you to get them in on this. They have to be part of it.
Oh.
Because I need you to retake any photos that they have where it's you instead of their significant other. Okay? I think that you might see where I'm going with this. So, you're slowly moving your stuff in, their stuff out. Legally change your name to their name. That's important. Then, you need to change all of their passwords on all of their stuff that you can get access to. I'm talking Netflix, HBO, Hulu. Make their dog like you. Make their children like you. Make their cat like you. That's also important. Okay? And then, eventually, just start showing up at the house. I'm not talking like, hey, how's it going? I'm talking you walk in, you set your stuff down, you talk to their significant other like it's your significant other. You say, hey, it's been a long day. You should also have gotten a job at their place of employment by now.
Yeah.
Also important.
Mhm.
And yeah, eventually you sue them for trying to take over your life. It's pretty easy.
Nice. And then, once you've completely stolen their life, you're gonna wanna go on the news and just shoot them dead,
Whoa.
which will be justified due to the fact that they were doing identity theft and stalking. Also, like they keep showing it up at your house, and it's weird.
What?
Hmm?
Why?
It'd be funny. That way, that you don't tell the significant other or their kids that that's gonna happen either, so that you can prank them also.
Hey,
I'm kind of focusing on pranking as many people possible here. You're kind of going for the one-on-one pranks. What are you pressing here? What's that? What are
you
doing?
can't hear that.
I can't. I hope it's something really cool.
Oh, it's
Um,
really good for you.
That's great news. Okay. Well, basically, that way you can also prank the news, everyone who's watching the news, because they are now witnessing the death of somebody. I don't know what you're hitting, and I'm very nervous to hear it.
It's all right.
It's probably fine. Yeah, you're right. And then, yeah, that's all you're able to do. I just wanted to add that onto yours. I think that you're missing something like that, you know? But
I don't like that part.
you're so negative about all my ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make that known.
Do you have a target group for this prank as well?
Okay, I was thinking people who, no, I don't really, honestly, friends. People you really like and admire. I'll give you that one. I guess it's more piercing, so I can hear it all from like 4 feet away through 2 headphones.
Yeah, well, there's a reason that you can't hear this one.
Is it just nothing? It has to be something.
Oh, it's something.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that it's actually really good.
Houston, what's the best thing that could be?
I don't know. Probably something like the Vine boom. I don't know.
What's something that you wouldn't hear?
What? Oh. Silence. I mean, that's the obvious one.
Houston, do you really think it's silence? It's
Is
just
it
muting
my
ears?
voice? Is it playing my voice exactly when I'm saying it? So I don't notice that it's coming out of the soundboard, not that?
No, it's
Probably
not.
what it is.
It's not doing that.
That's a
What?
record scratch.
Yeah, what could it be?
I don't know what that one is.
That's drums.
Oh.
Air,
Yep.
air horn.
Mhm.
Smooth jazz.
Really? It's a
What are we missing?
I have no idea. Am I being pranked? I think I'm being pranked right now. That'd be crazy.
What is a very common sound?
Footsteps, rain, people talking,
What is
dogs
a very?
barking.
This is a comedic beat
Oh.
sound. It is a comedic beat, but I have heard it, and you can hear it in a horror movie in a very different context, like a real horror movie.
Children laughing.
No,
What?
that's a good guess though.
Adults laughing?
No, good guess.
Okay. Clown.
Nope,
It's
that's a good guess
It's
though.
a bike horn.
What else could it be? Think this sound is not something that people specifically fear, but it's like an atmospheric sound in a horror or a comedic beat in a comedy.
Are there sounds people specifically fear? Like
Clowns?
styrofoam? Oh, like you mean things associated with things people are scared of.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I give up.
Think one more time for me. What is an incredibly common noise
I'm not going to
you're
get
gonna
this.
hear in horror and in comedy? In horror, it is a backtrack. It is an atmospheric backtrack. In comedy, it is center stage as a comedic beat. And it's very common. Here it is one more time, audience.
Okay. Dang, that's not nice. Why are you doing crickets at me? That's not cool. What the heck? I didn't do anything to you.
What's the best thing that could have been, Houston?
Oh, I thought you were doing something cool. I think that was
It's
awesome.
crickets.
No,
It's
I don't like
crickets.
crickets
I was giving you crickets.
the whole time. Wow, I've been pranked. Now, you know what? You got me. I'll say it. I've been got.
You were like, "Oh, it's something cool." Do you agree though? That's horror back.
Yeah. Because crickets
Comedy
are like, ooh, and then they
front.
stop, and you're like, whoa, what happened there?
Yeah.
The lack of crickets is scarier than crickets.
I'm thinking of like Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place. I'm almost certain that there were crickets in that.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, they were always going like, yo, I'm making sound. And then the sound guys are like, hey, I'm freaky. What are you doing here?
The old man in A Quiet Place. That just is eating his own mouth.
Dude, I hate old men eating their own mouth. Whenever I see an old man eating their mouth, I'm like, ugh, again? Old man? Eating your mouth? I say all that. And then they usually don't hear me because they're all deaf and dumb. If you're 90 years old watching this, I know I was just talking to you about the last prank you should do. You should still do that. But also, I hate you. So, whoops. Got ya. Wow, I am a prank man today. You guys look so stupid. All you 90-year-olds look real dumb right now, and it's because you're old and I hate your face. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this show, I think, because I have to go to school because I have a quiz in 8 minutes.
Thank you for your time.
Indeed.
Have a nice week and have a good April 1st.
Sorry, this episode's short. If it is, and
And
you're
weird.
angry. Weird? What do you mean weird? It's normal. Sorry, let's talk about politics real quick. So,
No. That's all our time for today.
okay. It's not gonna,
Bye.
pressing that's not going to work.
This is how I had to hold the microphone.